What's going on? This is Coach Marcus Pro Fan Talk. I wanted to take a look at the situation with Ryan Clark. Everybody's got something to say about his firing. A lot of people are happy he got fired. A lot of people are upset that he got fired. So we'll see how this is going to play out for ESPN. I think ESPN is kind of a sinking ship anyways, unloading all of this talent because they're trying to follow the streaming platform, Stephen A., Pat McAfee, you get it. But there's been a lot of discourse about Ryan Clark, race baiter and all of that type of stuff. And a lot of people don't like his content. I like Ryan Clark. I didn't agree with all of his takes and opinions, but when it came to football analysis, he was spot on. And that's what I listened for. And everybody is pointing to the situation with Peter Schrager. That was like the start of his undoing. And I want to go back and look at that because I did a video about that when it happened. And I'm trying to, and if I remembered correctly, and I did, Ryan Clark was 100% correct. Everybody on that panel was trying to tell Peter Schrager, like, that's not what you're thinking as a player. That's not what goes through our heads. And he was going on stats and all of this kind of stuff. It was a situation with CeeDee Lamb dropping 3 balls, and Dallas ended up losing. And he kept getting stuck on the stats. And all the players was like, we don't care about stats if you losing. And so when Ryan Clark said what he said, Ryan Clark was 100% correct. His only problem was when he said, I shouldn't do this, but I'm going to do it on TV. And I was like, if you shouldn't do it, don't do it. And I said in this video, he was 100% correct. And it would have came across better if he hadn't put that little disclaimer in the beginning of it. But we're going to take a listen to it. And you let me know what you think, because I said from the beginning, Ryan Clark was right. But this is how it all played out. On Get Up, when him and Peter Schrager kind of got into it about Peter Schrager making a comment that comes from a perspective of a non-player. Peter Schrager took exception to it, like Ryan Clark was trying to belittle him. And that wasn't the point. If you heard the context, they were talking about it before and after the comment. Now, let me say this first. Ryan Clark could have made the same exact point with the same exact impact if he had not have made the comment about non-player. Yeah, he did not have to say that. I understand why he did, and he was 100% correct. The context of the conversation was, did CeeDee Lamb have a good game, even though he had 3 critical drops that most likely could have. Context matters, folks. And when things kind of got heated was when Peter Schrager brought up A.J. Brown.
Wake up this morning. Are you feeling okay? You look at A.J. Brown, which is this
Brown
number 1 wide receiver who got 1 target all night, and then you got CeeDee Lamb. But that's the
when was the one target?
That's the target. But I'm saying,
when was the one target?
I'm saying you could have it both ways.
54 seconds left in the game on 2nd and 11. It was the 1 target. He runs the out.
You wake up this morning saying A.J. Brown had a better day than CeeDee Lamb.
But you know what you wake up saying? No, A.J. Brown's team is 1-0.
A.J. Brown had 1 catch. Did A.J. Brown with his 1 catch and the win have a better game than CeeDee Lamb with his 3 drops? Clearly the answer is no. Then Dan Orlovsky says that 1 catch for A.J. Brown came at a critical moment. Then Teddy Bruschi chimes in and says,
I have no doubt CD will fill up the stat sheet this year. He's going to fill it up. He's going to get a lot of votes from a lot of people.
13 targets.
He's going to be great.
And here's the thing.
Where's the moments? You had them. You missed a couple. That's what it's all about, to be great. And that's the moment that he failed. And that's why he's so disappointed.
CeeDee Lamb is going to have a lot of catches in big games, but the critical moments are what matter the most, because those are the moments that are win or lose. He failed in the clutch. Ryan Clark gets into the conversation, and he prefaces it by saying,
we shouldn't do this on TV, and so I apologize if people think this is rude.
Stop right there. If you know you shouldn't do it, don't do it. He shouldn't have said that. If you know you shouldn't do it, don't do it. But he went on, and if he'd have just taken that small section out where he said,
that's the non-player.
Oh, stop.
Peter Schrager lost his shit.
that's the non-player.
Oh,
view.
stop.
And he was right.
No, CeeDee Lamb is
Let me tell you why. I'm not saying.
I'm not looking at fantasy football, Ryan. I'm not. Don't belittle me like that. I could come in and say, as 3x players are saying one thing, and give an alternative perspective.
Ryan Clark, at that point, it was kind of contentious, and Ryan Clark was like, "Hold on, let me finish."
And Peter,
And Ryan Clark was 100% right. You can oppose 3 former players, but not in that situation because you've never been in that situation. These guys are empathizing because they have actually been in that situation. If you've ever played any ball and you could have a great game, but if you cost your team the game because you fumble, because you drop a pass, or whatever the situation is, look at the situation that happened last year with the tight end from the Ravens. Had a good game, and then he drops the ball in the end zone that could send the Ravens into the playoffs. Did he have a good game? Statistically, yeah, but he felt like crap after that one. That's what Peter Schrager can't get with. So again, Ryan Clark was 100% correct.
What I need for you to do is not get mad and let me finish for one.
Okay, go on.
It wasn't about you. It was going to be about me.
okay.
Let me finish. And he made a great point after he finished.
As a player, I can't speak for CeeDee Lamb. I'm speaking for me. If I go out and I have 12 tackles and I get 2 interceptions, and then there's a run late in the game that I miss a tackle and the other team wins the game,
Yep.
I'm not talking to my family on the way home. They're not calling me.
Nope.
As I'm walking to the car, my wife is telling people, because we've been through it before, you do not speak if he doesn't speak. I'm not saying that CeeDee Lamb can't play. I'm not saying that you are wrong for defending him. I'm talking from the perspective that I know CeeDee Lamb feels. And that's why I prefaced it by saying, this is not about you. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not saying you don't understand. But what I'm saying is I fully.
And what they were trying to get him now, Peter Schrager, to understand that it's not about stats. You could have statistically the best game ever, but if you cost your team the game, it doesn't. If you don't come through in the
And
clutch,
if
it's
you're on your ride
doesn't
home
matter.
that you're talking about, and if anyone in your family says you played well, they don't get you.
I don't care how many yards you get. That happens to all great players. It has happened to me. It is a horrible feeling. Yep. Because the only thing you concentrate on and the only thing people remember is the one play you failed. So I totally understand what Ryan Clark was saying. I empathize with Ryan Clark because I have been in that situation. Peter Schrager ain't never been in that situation. Now, if you want to flip it and talk about things that Peter Schrager may have gone through when it comes to journalistic integrity and things of that nature, that's a different conversation where he would be the expert. And he could say, y'all don't understand what y'all saying. You've never been in this situation where then he has the right to say that because that is a situation that he has been in and nobody else has. That would make sense. But what Ryan Clark was saying was 100% correct. And then the NFL co-signs it that weekend. The Ravens and the Bills play. The Ravens are killing the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo. And then all of a sudden, Buffalo mounts a comeback. Derrick Henry is having a monster of a game. I think he ended up with like 167 yards, 2 touchdowns, but he fumbled the ball in a critical situation that cost them the game. What do you think he's concerned about?
Well, first of all, I got to take care of the ball. Told my teammates after the game, put this loss on me.
There you have it, man.
I own it, like a man.
I even forgot about this part of the video.
I was taking care of the ball since we got back. It's a big emphasis.
It's all about the results, man.
Taking care of the football, keeping it high and tight. Got like a days ago, and
it's always about the dub. You got to get the dub.
On me. If I take care of the ball, I feel like it'd be a different situation.
That was the point. And for Peter Schrager to get butthurt because he said that's a non-player perspective, that is a non-player's perspective. Ryan Clark was 100% correct. Peter Schrager was wrong in his perspective. Players don't care about the stats if you cost your team the game. If you've never been in that situation, you won't understand it. All right. I had to go visit that again, man. And listen, man, this is why I pull my own receipts. I'm not flip-flopping. I got a couple comments where people were like, come on, man, pick a side. And I'm like, no, like two things can be true. In this particular case, though, I thought the comment about you won't understand this because you're not a player may have been a little bit extra, but even that, he was correct. Peter Schrager just got butthurt like he was trying to get belittled on national TV, and I don't think that was the case. So I think Peter Schrager overreacted, but at the same time, at the end of the day, he made his point. And here's how I see it now. Everybody that wanted Ryan Clark gone, and you don't like Ryan Clark, he's gone. Not your problem to worry about. So now let's see if ESPN is better for it, because that's what it comes down to. You might not like his takes. You might not like his politics. I think a lot of people don't like him because some of the things he says on this podcast, the pivot, and that just kind of transfers to what he's doing on ESPN. But at the end of the day, Ryan Clark was an excellent analyst. Take all of the political and all of that kind of stuff out of it, and his football knowledge was top notch. Period. And that's what ESPN is going to miss. So they can go ahead and keep rolling on with Pat McAfee, because eventually Pat McAfee is going to screw up again too. He's going to say something he shouldn't say, or he's going to piss somebody off with, you know how he does. He running his own ship. So he's going to have plenty of times where he done screwed up because he said this, that, or the third, or was disrespectful in his comments or something like that. And then ESPN just kowtows to him and they keep it moving. So we'll see if ESPN is better for it or not.